husband's best friend came out of our bathroom holding abortion medication and said, "I thought you guys were trying for a baby." I looked up from my laptop where I'd been researching IVF clinics. "We are trying, Zane. What are you talking about?" Beside me, my husband Jasper froze mid-reach for his coffee. Zane held up an orange prescription bottle. "Then why do you have mifepristone? This is abortion medication. It terminates pregnancies." I laughed nervously. "That's not mine. I would never, Jasper. Is this yours?" The silence was deafening. Zane looked between us, realization dawning on his face. "There's only 2 people who live here," I said as Zane started reading the prescription label. "Filled last month and the month before." My stomach dropped. "My miscarriages," I whispered. "I've had 4 miscarriages in 23 months. I stood up slowly, my legs shaking. "You've been poisoning me? You've been killing our babies?" Jasper backed against the counter, his face gray. "It's not what you think." "Then explain why abortion medication is in our house while I'm taking fertility supplements," I said, my voice rising. "While I inject myself with hormones. While I've been blaming my body for failing us. You called our children." The words came out raw, broken. "Your mother called me defective at Thanksgiving. Asked if maybe we should explore other options. Your sister announced her 3rd pregnancy at Christmas and everyone looked at me with pity." My voice was rising even more. "I refused my promotion to reduce stress. I gave up coffee, wine, sushi, even my anxiety medication to increase the odds." Jasper opened his mouth. "The doctor said stress could—" "Don't you dare!" I cut him off. "Don't you dare quote the doctors to me." Zane stood frozen. "I did 3 rounds of Clomid that made me so sick I couldn't work. They shot dye through my fallopian tubes. Do you know how much that hurts, Jasper? While you were poisoning me, I was letting doctors torture me to find out why I couldn't stay pregnant. We named our babies," I continued, tears streaming now. "You remember how we picked them out together? Phoenix, Sage, Indigo, Xavier. I was knitting their baby blankets while you were making sure they'd never need them." Jasper's hands were trembling, reaching out like he was the one who needed comfort. Zane's face suddenly went whiter than it had been. "Jasper, is this about Sloan?" Jasper went white. "Who's Sloan?" I asked. "She's nobody, just someone from work. I saw you leaving work together late last month." Zane cut him off. "You looked like you were flirting." Her hand was on your neck. Jasper's face started visibly shaking. "When I asked you about it, you said it was a work project. I believed you because I didn't take my best friend for a cheater." Zane continued. "But the way you're shaking makes me doubt that." I grabbed Jasper's phone from the counter. "You said she's nobody, so you won't mind me looking." The text with Sloan loaded immediately. Hearts, kiss emojis. "Can't wait until you're finally free." I scrolled up with shaking hands. "Did the insurance pay out yet?" My blood went cold. "Insurance?" I kept reading. $8,000 this time, same as the last 3. Perfect. Almost enough for the lawyer and apartment deposit. 1 more should do it. She wants to try again next month. Perfect timing. I read the next one aloud, my voice breaking. "Making her dead babies pay for our future." Jasper's knees buckled with embarrassment. He gripped the counter to stay standing. "You've been collecting money from our dead children?" I could barely breathe. "Pregnancy loss insurance through your work." I didn't even know that existed. $8,000 per miscarriage. $32,000. I kept scrolling, finding worse with every swipe. "You texted her from the hospital. While I was miscarrying Indigo, you wrote 1 more after this and we're free." "You held my hand through contractions while planning the next murder." "I never meant for it to hurt you like," Jasper started. "You didn't mean to hurt me?" I screamed. "The pregnancy tests," I snapped, everything clicking. "You always brought them home, insisted on watching me take them. You knew exactly when I was pregnant so you could start poisoning me. You controlled the timeline of when each baby would die so it would never look suspicious." I threw his phone at him. "You let me believe I was broken. Let your mother suggest you deserved a real woman who could give you children. You even agreed with her, then said you'd love me anyway, like you were doing me a favor." Zane already had his phone out. "I'm calling police." Jasper reached for me. "Please, let me explain." "Explain what? How you killed our babies for money? How you poisoned me to afford your girlfriend?" I backed away from him. "I used our savings for fertility treatments while you were collecting death benefits." I looked at this man I'd loved for 7 years.